Hey everyone, I think it's about time we talk about something that's important. Something that's been going on for quite a while now. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing a shirt that has Scotland on it, and you could probably guess why I'm wearing that. So here's a little brief history for you guys. So Europe has basically been invaded. It's been invaded by these Arab Muslims who have no respect for Europe and its cultures. It's been happening all around there. They've been crossing over illegally. They've been doing all types of bad things. They've been attacking people. They've been defecating. They've just been lying down in the streets, trashing the whole place. They're just straight up turning it into ruins, and that's not cool. I mean, they literally have no respect for Europe. And Muslims, they're pretty much bad people. I'm gonna say that. They're just straight up bad people. And you gotta think about this. They beat women simply for not covering their heads with a cloth. They attack people for eating pork, and that's pretty stupid when you think about that. Name one time a Christian attacked someone for eating pork. Name one time, right now. See, you can't do it. You know why? Because it doesn't happen. So they attack women for not covering their heads. They attack people for not eating pork, and they also like to take advantage of little girls. That's a real thing, and it's disturbing, really disturbing. And if you read the Quran, you would know that Muhammad, the Prophet, he married a 6-year-old. A grown, middle-aged man married a 6-year-old. And all these Muslims, they like worship him. They see him as like almost close to Allah and all that shit. And another thing is that they like to pray right in the middle of the road. They'll even do it in trains when people have to literally get out of the train in order to go where they need to go. And they just lay there on the floor, standing in everyone's way. And thank God there are people out there who are actually willing to kick the hell out of them and say, get the fuck out of the way. Do that shit somewhere else. We're trying to get to where we need to go. We don't have time for your shit. And so, Muslims are just straight up bad people. And the incident I'm going to tell you about has to do with them. So here's what's happened recently. So a couple of days ago, a couple of girls were walking down the street somewhere in the UK. It was probably in Scotland or something like that. And one girl was Scottish, the other was British. And then, they were just walking down the street. And then suddenly, these two Muslims approached them. One was a man, and the other one was a sister. The male Muslim approached the girls, and he started saying predatory things towards them. He was basically flirting with them, saying sexual things. And that is just straight up not cool. Under no circumstances is that acceptable. You should not be doing that. So he just straight up said all those things to those girls, and the girls, being who they are, being the smart ones that they are, they rejected him and said, hey, leave us alone. We want nothing to do with you. So the British girl, I believe her name is Ruby, she was attacked. You know, the Muslim woman, the sister, she got right behind the Ruby girl, and she started beating the hell out of the little girl. And it was reported that Ruby had a big tennis ball sized knot in the back of her head. That's how bad she was beaten. I mean, I guess that just proves that all Muslims are the same. But little did they know that the Lola girl, the Scottish girl, she was carrying around a blade and an axe. And the reasons why she was doing that because she heard of all the stuff happening across Europe. All these Muslims who are straight up taking advantage of little girls. So she started showing off her weapons and says, hey, back off, don't touch my sister. You touch her and you're dead. So yeah, Lola was trying to defend Ruby and all that. And the male Muslim, being the evil prick that he is, he decided to take out his smartphone and start recording the little girls. And of course, the whole footage shows them having arguments with each other and all that. And at one point, the male Muslim says, show us the knife. Show us the knife. And we all know why he did that. He wanted to frame Lola. He wanted to paint Lola as an evil girl. That's why he did that. Because he knew that the British police and the British government would take his side. Because that's what they do. They always side with the Muslims. Always. They never help their own citizens, ever. So the Muslim recorded the girl saying, show us the knife, show us the knife. And Lola was just trying her best to defend her sister, doing everything can to help make sure she doesn't get hurt. And it kept going on for a while, and eventually the video ended. So it was reported that Lola was arrested. She was apprehended by the British police. And I don't know where she is right now. She could be in a jail as of right now. And it was straight up sad. It is so infuriating and so disgusting how the UK police treat their citizens. Lola did nothing wrong. All she did was defend her sister. That's all she did. But they decided to side with the Muslim simply because she was carrying blades. That's it. She didn't even hit anyone with the blades. It was pretty clear that she was defending her sister. We all know that. But no, they decided to just arrest Lola. Pretty shitty move. But this isn't the first time this has happened. This has been happening for a long time now. And it's not just Scotland that this happens. This happens in Britain, this happens in Ireland, and even happens in Wales. This shit happens all across Europe. And it's just disgusting. Very disgusting. So there was a bit of confusion about the identities of the girls. Everyone assumed that the axe girl was Maya Summers, but it's actually Lola Summers. There were 3 girls, Lola, Ruby, and Maya. So ever since that video was leaked online, all these people started siding with Lola. And that's because they knew that she was innocent. Because like I said, all she wanted to do was defend her sister. And everybody knew about all this stuff with the grape games and all that stuff. And of course we got all these people have been showing their support by making memes and creating artwork of Lola with her blade and axe and all that. I think that's pretty cool. People even depict her as a Templar, and some people are even calling her the Queen of Scotland. And that's kind of, it's an okay title. It's pretty good. Yeah, so this incident pretty much pisses me off. Because I'm Scottish, okay? I am Scottish. My nickname is Laird, and my first name is Kyle. I am Scottish. So when I hear that the British police decided to arrest a Scottish girl simply because she was defending her sister from these Muslim rapists, this pisses me the fuck off. I am not okay with this at all. And this shit needs to stop. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Starmer and King Charles III, the UK has pretty much gone to hell. It has been invaded, it's been oppressed, it has become unsuitable for society. You can barely tolerate living in a place like that. And British police are just stupid. I mean, why do they insist on not protecting their own citizens? I mean, I remember this one time a guy was preaching in the street and this Muslim comes out of nowhere with a knife and he tries to stab the British guy. But instead of arresting the Muslim with a knife, they decided to arrest the preacher simply because he defended himself. Because in Britain, there is no such thing as self-defense. No such thing at all. There is no First Amendment, there's no Second Amendment, there ain't none of that. British people pretty much live under a hellhole. And I think it's safe to say that they need to have their own American Revolution. They need to be a republic, not a monarchy. Because it's pretty obvious that the kings and queens don't give a shit about them. Because they allow all this stuff to happen for years. And they don't do a damn thing about it. All these prime ministers, politicians, royalty, they're all a bunch of douchebags. A bunch of fucking nuts, that's what they are. And so, that's basically what has happened. And it's pretty damn awful. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pray that Lola Summers eventually gets justice. I really hope that my president, Donald Trump, will grant her political asylum, eventually help her move to America, because, like I said, you can't live in the UK these days. It's awful. I really hope the best for Lola, because she embodies the spirit of Scottish people. She's what Scottish people is supposed to be. Warriors who defend their land and their people from invaders. She's a real Scottish warrior, a Scottish princess, and she might even be worthy of the Queen of Scotland. She is a real Scottish warrior. She might not be on the same level as Robert the Bruce or William Wallace, but she is, without a doubt, a Scottish warrior. And we should all aspire to be like her. All Scottish people should aspire to be like her. There are times where we have to say, enough is enough. We are not going to tolerate these invaders from attacking our people. Enough is enough. So we should all support Lola however we can, whether it's a GoFundMe or protests or anything like that. We can't let this slide because, like I said, this has been going on for a while. And now Lola Summers has basically become the face of European resistance. Everybody loves her. All those sane people love her. We're all sympathetic to her, and she needs our help. And I'm just really ashamed of how the UK people just allowed their government to oppress them. Like, what the hell's up with you guys? Why do you allow the police, the Prime Minister, and politicians, and even the King to oppress you? Why do you not let your voices be heard? I mean, I know there's protests and all that, but if you guys care so much, then you should run for office. You gotta take it up the extra step. And you might have to have your own revolution, because eventually there are times where you say enough is enough, okay? We shouldn't be tolerating this shit. I really feel so bad for the innocent European people. They have to deal with this shit on a constant basis. They always have to look around and make sure no Arab tries to get them and all that stuff. The politicians are just so damn corrupt, so evil. Some of them are even Muslims themselves. You know, Scotland had its own prime minister who was an Arab, and he once said that Scotland had too many white people. As soon as I heard that, I was like, dude, are you really that stupid? Do you not realize where you are? This is Scotland. Scotland is a ethnically white country. If you don't like that, take your bitch ass elsewhere. Get out of here, you fucking cow. I've absolutely had it with all this. I'm sick and tired of all these Arab Muslims just invading not just Europe, but also America and even Japan also. This shit's happening almost everywhere. All these countries are being invaded by all these people who are sympathetic to Islam. And it's not okay. Absolutely not okay. People need to stand up and fight for what's right. This whole thing with multiculturalism and just preaching about equality, all that, it's not working. We cannot coexist with Muslims. It's literally impossible. They tried to do that with Buddhists, that didn't work. They tried to do that with the Shinto, that didn't work. And it sure as shit didn't work with Christians. We cannot coexist with these people, okay? They need to be expelled. Take a look at Poland. Poland has made it clear that, hey, Muslims are not welcome. If you're a legal Muslim who's trying to come in here, we're gonna shoot your ass. And take a look at Poland. It's a very peaceful country because of that. Poland does not tolerate any of that bullshit. And I have respect for them. Good job, Poles. So I think Europe should aspire to be like Polish. And places like Germany should allow the political parties like the AfD to lead them. Remember Alice Waddell, the leader of the AfD? They should let her rule Germany. And who knows, maybe she'll help out the place. So yeah, I've made it clear that I do not like Muslims. I don't like how they treat my people. And I don't like how they treat their own people as well. They're just straight evil. And like I said, we need to help Lola however we can. Even if it means sending in SEAL Team 6 to get her out of Europe. Because this is not acceptable at all. This is inappropriate at all. We cannot accept this. It really makes me a little concerned for my future as well. Because I don't know, maybe soon, one day I'll have my own kids as well. And who knows, maybe they'll be daughters. I have a message for you Muslims. Maybe one day I'm gonna have daughters of my own. And they'll grow up under my leadership. So if you have any ideas or actions, such as flirting with my daughters when they're underage, putting your hands on them, or even straight up beating them, I want you to remember these words. I got no problem going back to court. No problem at all. I don't care about you people. I care about my people, okay? I care about mine, okay? I'm a man of Christ, and I'm Scottish. I'm European, but I was born in America. But you get the point. So I'm not okay with you guys in your lifestyle. I'm not okay with it at all. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, I'm proud to be Scottish, but I'm more proud to be American. America is my home. The Scottish people, those are my ancestors. And I really hope that the Scottish people will one day rebel against the Muslims and the British Empire. I would love to one day see Scotland become its own independent country. And it should be a republic, not a monarchy. So yeah, that's how I feel about all that. Thank you all for tuning in, and let me know how you feel about this whole situation. Let me know if I should make more videos about this specific issue, because I think it's about time to start talking about this more. I can't stay quiet forever. I need to speak up. I need to get back into the game. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.